All right, we're talking about transversals. This is a place that a lot of students kind of get stuck up on because there's a couple different vocab words and they're all very similar. It, in a way, reminds me a lot of the inverse, converse, contrapositive thing where, like I said before, typically 15 people learn it super fast, and there's like 10 people who just say, I don't care, I'll just be fine never learning this for the rest of my life. So don't be one of those kids, just learn this. It doesn't take very long. Those of you that learned inverse, converse can probably remember you learned it before class was even over. So it's not all that complicated to learn. Okay? Starting off with transversal, a line we haven't heard before, is a line that intersects two or more lines. So if you look here, we got line T, line L, and line M. Which one intersects two different lines? There's only one option here. Line T. You see how line T is crossing two lines. That means that line T is a transversal. Okay? And if you look at this piece of paper, what you're going to get used to seeing is, three lines where one of them is a transversal and goes through the other two, and then you're going to see a ton of little numbers around there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You look at example 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you look at example 4, and you got a whole bunch of lines going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you got a whole bunch of numbers. All right? All we're trying to learn is 5 vocab words. Okay? So, the way that this works is we're trying to figure out how one of these numbers relates to one of these numbers. Okay? How maybe 1 relates to number 6. Now, we already know, and this is important, we already know that if 1 is relating to 2, that those are adjacent angles, that those are supplementary angles. We know that if 1 is relating to 3, what is that called? Those are called vertical angles. And if 1 is relating to 4, those are adjacent angles. Those are supplementary angles. So all day today, we're going to be going from kind of one of these top angles, and how does that relate to one of these bottom angles? Okay? So you're not going to see a question that asks you about 2 and 4. We already know that 2 and 4 are vertical. You're not going to see a question that asks about 7 and 8. We already know that 7 and 8 are a linear pair of adjacent supplementary angles. Okay, the first one is corresponding angles. And it says angles on the same side of the transversal and in the same position. So one thing you want to think about when you think about this transversal and when you think about these two angles is that there kind of becomes a little bit of a divide here. All right, and this works great with a highlighter. We've got that yellow side and that pink side. Okay? And if you look at a lot of what's going on here, you can see that same side is going to be important. And alternates, this stuff's all going to be important. Okay? Corresponding angles are angles on the same side of the transversal and in the same position. Here's how you want to think about this. Okay? It's like, how does the top left connect to the top left? So, for example, this is angle 1 and angle 5. We're just getting started. You don't want to miss the first 5 seconds of this stuff. Okay? Look over here. Don't just write down what I write down. Also, kind of turn your brain on and look. Do you see how angle 1 is in the top left spot and how angle 5 is also in the top left spot? That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? That's what makes them corresponding angles. So, if we have angle 2, what is the corresponding angle to angle 2? Angle 6. It is as easy as that. Angle 2 is in the top right. Angle 6 is in the top right. What is corresponding with angle 3? Angle 7. And what is corresponding with angle 4? Angle 8. Again, geometry can be a weird class. We don't have to add numbers together. All we got to do is know about corresponding. Okay, not too bad. Now up next is alternate interior angles. This is where things start to get a little bit difficult because we have alternate interior, alternate exterior, consecutive interior, consecutive exterior. Okay? Alternate interior angles are interior angles non-adjacent and on opposite sides of the transversal. So here's what we're going to need. We're going to need angles on the inside that aren't neighbors that are on opposite sides of the transversal. So here's what we need. If you think about this region right here, where I just kind of did my pen, all right, that is considered the interior because that is like the inside numbers, okay? We're looking for numbers inside that are also non-adjacent and they're opposite, which means one's from pink, one's from yellow. Your alternate interior angles, I'll give you one of them, angle 4 and angle 6. Okay? So again, we're getting to the point where you might be a little bored, you might start like, hey, I'm paying attention, all I'm doing is writing down the numbers. If all you're doing is writing down the same thing I'm writing down, and you're not looking over here at the little picture, it's not going to work for you, okay? You see how 4 and 6, they're both on the inside, but they're not, it's not yellow, yellow. It's a yellow and a pink. So what's the other pair? 3 and 5. Exactly. 3 and 5 are alternate interior angles because we have one's pink, one's yellow, and they're on the inside. What's up? Yep. Remember, we're not going to use 4 and 3 because that's from the first unit. Those are adjacent, supplementary, linear angles. They're making a linear pair, I should say. Okay, alternate exterior. You can probably already figure out what's going on here. Alternate means we need one from the yellow side and one from the pink side. And exterior means we need to be on the outer edges of these two lines that intersect with our transversal line. So, if I tell you that the first angle is angle 1, what angle is an alternate exterior with angle 1? 7. Has to be 7 because we got to go all the way to the outside and stay exterior, one from the yellow, one from the pink, and then of course angle 2 and angle 8. Right? We're getting to the point where we should be speeding up, we should be feeling a little bit better about this. Angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8. Now consecutive, and we look how nice this is. We literally have parentheses that say same side. So now, instead of looking one of them yellow, one of them pink, now we're looking for both of them yellow, right? Consecutive, same side, interior angles. Angle 4 and angle 5. Angle 3 and. At some point, everyone will have gotten the scissors already, so it is okay. I appreciate how nicely you guys have been passing them around. The last one here, give you guys kind of a pause for a second. Consecutive exterior. See if you can figure out what those are, okay? Consecutive means same side. Means we should be dealing with yellow, yellow, and then pink, pink. Does somebody have a consecutive exterior pair for me? 1, 8. And what's the other one going to be? 2, 7. Yep. Nice job. Okay. Now what I've got for you is a nice flip book. right? Man, you can't go wrong with a flip book, okay? If you look at the side that has most of the writing on it, we can fold over so that all of these words are going to end up, you know, covering up some of this stuff, right? And that's how we're going to make our nice flip book. So this solid black line is your fold line. If you want to fold along that solid black line, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I will say that this is a very useful thing. And so the neater and more kind of effort you put into it, the better it's going to be. What's up? What's up? So you're going to fold it on the black line. No. Wow, you're not going to fold it in half. Where look, see how my alternate interior angles? You're trying to fold it in half like this. Don't do that. Yep. The fold should be on the black line. If you're done with the scissors, you can hold on to them or you can bring them up here. No stress. All right. Now, with this little flip book, man, it's going to be so easy. If you forget what alternate interior angles are, you just flip it open and you'll have some nice examples of that inside the first flap. So, we have pretty much the same exact picture. It's like a tiny, tiny bit different, but all of the numbers are the same. Okay, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so the exact same numbers that we did on our notes, we can just copy right over. Okay, alternate interior, that's going to be angle 4 and angle 6. These are alternate interiors, and then we have angle 3 and angle 5. Okay. It's the same as on your notes. Just look on your notes, and honestly, if you need to just do them in your head, then just do them in your head. Same side interior. That means they should be on the same side of the transversal. Again, you can think about it like there's a yellow side and a pink side. So, looking at that transversal, same side interior should be 4 and 5, or 3 and 6. These are the same exact numbers that we have on the notes. Corresponding. So corresponding are the first ones that we did. Remember, it doesn't have anything to do with kind of like alternate interior, any of that stuff. Top left matches with top left. So that would be 1 and 5. Top right, that's 2 and 6. Bottom left, that's 4 and 8. I guess I kind of skipped around a little bit, but that's okay. 3 and 7. Okay? And again, you don't have to copy off me. You can use your own notes, or you can just use your own brain to figure it out. Alternate exterior angles, that means they should be on opposite sides, and they should be on the exterior all the way out, not in the middle. That would be 1, and the other side exterior 7, 2 and 8. Alright, now we have this nice flip book where if we have any questions, any issues, if we ever forget what an alternate interior angle is, you don't have to raise your hand and ask me. You just open the flip book and it gives you the examples exactly right there what we need. Okay? We're going to do like, I don't know, 2 minutes worth of questions, and then we're going to be done. Let's do the ones that are in the flip book so that our flip book is nice and complete. Okay? Which line would you say is considered to be the transversal? Please don't talk over me. We got 2 minutes left in class. Line T. Excellent. Line T is the transversal. I agree 100%. Again, it's a good day for highlighters. I can use yellow and pink to help me keep track of different sides of that transversal. 2 and blank are corresponding angles. 4 is correct, because corresponding means you're in the same kind of quadrant, right? 2 is in the bottom left, 4 is in the bottom left. Excellent. Number 3, it says angle 1 and blank are alternate exterior. Alternate means we should be going from yellow to pink, and exterior means we should be going all the way on the outsides. So 1 and 5. Now notice that these are numbered a little differently than they are on the actual flip book covers. Otherwise every question would be the exact same for the rest of your life. Number 4, angle 3 and blank are alternate interior. 7 is correct, because alternate means from yellow to pink, and then interior means stay on the insides, 3 and 7.
Wait, invoice what? I can't see.
Well, then just solve it on your own.
4 and 7?
Number 4 says 3 and 7 are alternate interior angles. All right, number 5. Here we're going to have to write down the actual vocab term, 4 and 8. You're right, alternate because they're on different colors, exterior because they're on the outside. Let's do these last ones really quick. 6 and 7, how would you consider these? These are same side. Interior. Ooh. Remember, same side we learned is also kind of called consecutive. But same side, consecutive, whatever. 2 and 6. Oh, I didn't write exterior here yet. Getting distracted. All right, alternate interior. For this one, interior. And then the last one, 1 and 3. Corresponding. Nice job. We might look a little bit at example 4 when we get back from lunch just to kind of mess around and see what's up, but it looks good. All right, that is the notes on transversals. You got your nice flip book. Don't lose it. Easy peasy.